Want to hear about my week 5 progress with the Body Boss method? Stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Misty Nicole from TheLadyPrefersToSave.com, and today I am discussing my results this week with the Body Boss weight loss method, as well as my weekly food haul and a few things that I will be meal prepping and making this week. For starters, I want to state that this week was kind of an epic fail in terms of health. I just was under the weather, family members were not feeling well, and so I was not able to put as much time into my own self-care and exercise, but life happens, and that includes whatever life plan and weight loss plan that you're on, that tends to happen too. Now, I will say that this week, like last week, I did 4 out of 7 days the sumo squats at 30 reps, high knees, leg lifts, heel sky raises, again at 30, and I also did the side shuffles with the ground touching. I also did a few Pilates stretches, and again, trying to really get the hang of the circles, the Pilates circles and what have you, and so I did that this week. I maintained for 5 out of 7 days my 10,000 steps, and the other 2 days it was around 7,800-ish, so not the best, but still good progress. In terms of my weekly weigh-in, I actually measure my progress a couple ways. I measure in-home with a scale, and I also like to use the public scale, believe it or not, at my local Winn-Dixie. They have an antique scale by their pharmacy counter, so I like to use both of them just to make sure that everything's on the up and up. And this week, I lost 2.1 pounds, and on my upper arms and thighs, around about a 1/4 inch reduction, respectfully for both, and so that is great progress. I'm very happy with that. And this week I am again hoping to move on with the Body Boss method, but again, this week was just kind of another pre-training week. I'm just going to really do a do-over, and you know, if it comes to a point where I need to hold off on starting the actual program for an additional week until everyone is happy and healthy and doing better, I may do that as well. But until I'm able to do the full part of the program, I will still be doing the pre-training, still be walking, and still be using my treadmill hopefully as well. And so I am going to consider that progress. Of course, the challenges were not feeling great. And in my area, the weather has been really, really erratic, with temperatures ranging from seasonal lows in the winter you would expect of around, say, 19 degrees, as one day this week it was almost 70 degrees. And when the weather fluctuates like that, in addition to flu symptoms, I have horrible sinus headaches and migraine-like symptoms, and so it's almost debilitating, and coupling that with taking care of other people, it just is a lot. And I also had one of my fuzzies this week had a seizure, and so as you know, if you are a pet parent, when one of your littles, whether they have fur or be human, gets ill, it kind of, you know, shuts off your day. And so that was part of the time that I had planned into working out, and that was like a 6-hour ordeal. So he is on the mend and doing very well. Thank you. And so I am glad about that as well. So hopefully this week we will be doing much better and getting back on goal with everything going on. I believe that Roxanne from The Guy's Life also is going to be talking about something similar, that she had kind of a down week because a lot of her beautiful little ones were sick with flu, and so she also was not feeling well, and so some things get kind of pushed back. So you may see that on her channel as well, and we are hoping that Roxanne and everyone at The Guy's Life is feeling better this week too. Now, moving on to meal planning and meal prep, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I picked up this week in terms of groceries, and then we'll come back and tell you what I am planning on doing and a few things health-wise that I've really been loving this week. So let's get started with the groceries.
In terms of zero-waste shopping, this week wasn't the best because a lot of things were wrapped, but still a lot of great deals, including 33 cents a pound loose carrots, 25 cent limes. I picked up 2, 33 cents a pound for bananas. I picked up 3 bunches for dehydrating. I also got $1.98 strawberries, $2.99 for a large bag of sun-kissed grapefruit, $1.25 for the Dole pineapple, $1.99 for the sun-kissed blood oranges, $2.99 for the avocados, $1 a piece for the button mushrooms, 25 cents a piece for the plantains for dehydrating, and I think those were 3 pounds of carrots. Now, I also picked up for $2.99 falafel bites for myself, $2.99 bag of Pink Lady apples, $1.27 a piece for the firm tofu. I also picked up at Winn-Dixie kimchi for my husband at $3.99, $1.99 for sesame oil, organic maple syrup that was on closeout for $2.99, $9.98 I think at Walmart for the agave, which will last forever. These were $5 for $1 for the chips. The edamame was $1.50, 50 cents each for the tomatoes, tomato sauce, and the water for the red kidney beans. Also at Winn-Dixie, they had on closeout for 50 cents the Cape Cod thin salt and vinegar chips that were non-GMO, so we picked up the last 3 bags. We also got the Gardein that was on sale with Ibotta. I got $2 back on each of the 3 products. So that took them down to $2 a bag, $1 for the wasabi sauce, $2 for the Gary ginger, $2.99 for the Zulka sugar for my husband, $3 for $1 for the garlic cloves, and the pistachios were on clearance for $1.99. The cucumbers were a great deal, even though they were in plastic, because they were $2.99 buy one get one free, and they were 3 pounds a bag, so a pretty good deal for English cucumbers. And then this was a great deal, only $1.09 on closeout for my husband, the Lifehouse Jumbo Smart Veggie Dogs, and he absolutely loves those, so I picked that up. So that was quite a bit of food, even though I stayed under my $70 limit at those 2 stores. And also at Winn-Dixie, I picked up a lot of Bob Red Mills products, and each of them was on closeout. And I also added, they were instant dollar coupons there on the aisle that I did not have, plus $1 off each item on Ibotta, which took each product significantly down. I think the Cantanelli beans ended up being around $2.50, and the cornmeal was only 15 cents after the rebates. I'm really excited to try the teff and the amaranth because those are great vegan protein sources. I also picked up the Follow Your Heart vegan eggs, which I believe were $4.99, and then of course the Medjool dates were $7, but I needed them for 2 different collabs coming up this week, so you kind of have to just go with it when you need it. And so with everything total, I still stayed under the $70 for my shopping trips at those 2 stores, so I'm really excited to have done that this weekend, and all for great vegan food.
And so this week, total on groceries, I spent here, let me see, $23.51 at Winn-Dixie, and I spent $43.07 at Walmart, which was a grand total of $66.58. And then I had $10 off exactly on Ibotta, so that is $56.58, and so that still put me $3.42 under budget for my weekly goal. So great there. And that was including the dates and a few things that I had to pick up at Winn-Dixie for my collab, but that was in the first video, and I actually had a gift card for that, so I'm not even going to count that in the total. And so in addition to the gift card, I had a 5 off of 20 in store, so that was kind of, you know, moot savings. So I'm not going to include that in there because that's going for something other than weekly food prep, but you get the gist. So I still was under the $60 a week total for groceries, and that was quite a bit of food. And then so a few things that I am planning on making this week that will either be on this channel or the new Lady Prefers Plants channel will be pressure cooked vegan etouffee, which my husband is very excited about. For a couple collabs I have coming out, I will be making strawberry pistachio vegan fudge, and my personal favorite, some vegan holiday truffles, which I'm super excited to put kind of a Valentine's Day spin on that. This week I will again be making sushi bowls and Buddha bowls for lunch. I will be making avocado, banana, cacao powder smoothies for my family for breakfast to take with them. I will be having of course, you know, some quinoa and veggie recipes for myself. And then I'm thinking some kind of ragu and vegan burgers this week for them. And then they, of course, can have the salad. So I think that's how the menu is going to go this week. We also have a couple packs of benevolent bacon that my husband purchased last month available, so he may be doing something with that. This week's going to be very, very informal, which is something we never do. We usually always have everything planned out, but I'm hoping by the end of next week I'm going to do a full month plan and a new video and have that ready for you guys so you can see what I'm going to call the February meal plan that will actually go into a couple days in March. And so there may be a little bit of an overlap, but for right now that's the best that I can do, and so I'm still super excited about that. We stayed under budget, which is awesome for our no spend challenge. We are eating a plant-based diet, some things not whole foods, but still kind of good, and a lot of the more processed foods are for my family, so I'm really trying to stick to the protein veggie mix, but sometimes things happen and we're still trying to do the best that we can, and so I always aim for 80% perfection 100% of the time, and so I think we are doing really well with that. With everything said, I thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and to leave me a comment below and let me know if you have any health goals or victories or challenges from this week. If you stayed on budget with your grocery bill, are you meal planning or meal prepping? I'd love to hear what you're having. And as always, please be kind to yourself and to others, and have a wonderful week ahead. And thank you so much for watching.